And then in cause number 2025 CR 011311C, according to your plea bargain agreement in that cause, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. All cases are running concurrently. And then the state is taking in consideration 2025 CR 011310C and 2025 CC 009777. And in the cause number 2025 CR 011309A, according to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. All cases will run concurrently, and the previously mentioned cases will be taken in consideration. And in both cause number 2025 CR 011309A and 2025 CR 011311C, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. And each of the cause numbers, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes. Yes, Judge.
Any objections to the PSI report from either party?
The only thing we'd like to point out, Judge, is there was some question about whether he had prior gang activity, and he does not. I think they checked that he did, but they did say it was questionable. And he is telling me he has never been in a gang.
And state, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, the court has reviewed the letter from the defendant, which is the court's understanding that the state had no objections. So I've reviewed that letter. Defense, any witnesses?
We do, Judge.
All right, you may call your first witness.
We would call Mr. Hernandez's mother. Magaha, how are you related to Adrien Isaac Hernandez?
I'm his mom.
Okay, and how old is he?
19.
Okay. And could you tell the court where you live?
I live in Smiley, Texas.
And what county is that in?
In Gonzales.
Of that town?
In between, I think, like 500. I mean, it's a small town. Nothing's there.
Okay.
Like 2 schools and a Dollar General.
Okay. And if the court were to grant probation to your son, is that where he would be living?
Yes.
Okay. And there's a school there for him to attend?
Yes.
Okay. And could you tell the court why you believe that Adrien should be on probation?
This ain't an eye opener. I'll be the first to ask. I've been praying hard, and with my faith and his faith, I mean, we've been just striving a long road. But I know God is good. I got my family all in church with prayer and faith. And I got my mom home with me too. So, and I feel also changed. So I'm learning new things too. But they're all going. We have actually a lot of our families together still, and I'm missing peace.
So, Mrs. Magaha, the court's going to want to know how it is that Adrien kind of fell off the path and how you're going to get him back on the path.
Well, I have a day and night with me and my husband, and I always take him. That's why I work at night, so I can take appointments for all my kids. So I can deal with that part in the morning if needed. Finances, I know how we're able to finance if we need help with that. There's people that can help us if needed. Finance-wise, or I do try to do overtime so that I can achieve those funds to be able to put that there as well. And then the church has been very helpful and helping us with our children, as well as the school that my children are in, with support and helping us with organizations outside of school to get them in right structure with speech, or any things that they're needing for their health issues or mental states as well.
And was your son in special classes?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a 504 designation? Do you know?
That was one of them. And he did have also behavior from his ADHD stuff like that.
Okay, and how high did he get in school?
Well, he repeated ninth grade for a good minute. But they ended up passing him through to 10th grade, but that was the last of it. But they only found record here when he was trying to go for GED only for the 7th grade. So we would have to find a way again, which is very possible, to be able to do so.
And you're willing to do whatever it takes to get him back on track educationally?
Yeah, I mean, I have been, and I haven't let go yet. I'm still here.
And if the court sees fit to grant him probation and puts your son in different programs to try and assist him, will you all be able to transport him or do
yeah.
whatever is necessary?
That's what I do for my kids, though.
And how many other children do you have?
I have 3.
And what are their ages?
5, 4, and 16 months.
We'll pass the witness, Judge. Hang on.
I have a couple of questions for you. Okay, so you stated that you live in Gonzales County, Texas, is that correct?
Like the outskirts of it.
Okay, and how long have you lived there?
Going on 6 years.
So what year did you live there?
2020.
2022 or?
The month I don't, but I know the year is 2020.
Oh, 20. Okay. And so regarding
This is where things start to get complicated. Adrien's history with the juvenile system isn't just paperwork. It shows a pattern. Courts take repeated offenses seriously, especially when the defendant was already under supervision. Audience, think about this. Do you believe a parent's increased maturity can really alter a teen's trajectory? Or is environment the bigger factor?
your side, I mean, he's 19 now, but this is not the first time that he's
Right.
been before court, correct?
Understood.
So he's been involved with the juvenile system since 2017. You'd agree with me, right?
I don't know the year, but I do know that it's been a while.
Okay. And so before you lived in the outskirts of Gonzales, Texas, were you living here in San
Oh,
Antonio?
yeah.
And was he living with you
Yes.
during that time? Okay. And so I guess my question to you is, back in 2017 and 2018 and 2019 and 2021, and 2022 and 2023, all of the years that he was involved in the juvenile system,
Right.
he was living with you up until court. Is that correct?
Probably before that. I don't remember when, because I got in a major car accident and I had to get surgery at that end, and then everything came back.
Okay.
Right.
And so he was much younger than
Right,
you, and he was still picking up charges under your supervision. Is that
Right.
fair to say?
I wouldn't say I was the best to the fullest like I am now. I'm a lot more mature. I've grown up a lot more since I was as a young mom too. And at the same time, he was a lot immature himself, which he's still growing up, maturity wise, on that specific end. So, and then due to the, and then at the
I'm
same,
going to ask you a question.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And so during the time when he was involved in the juvenile system, he was also ingesting illegal substances. Were you aware?
Here's the classic courtroom tension: redemption versus accountability. Adrien's mom insists she's grown, has faith, and now a stable environment, but the court isn't just listening to heartwarming speeches. They're weighing risk. This is a perfect moment to ask you at home, would you bet on second chances? Or do past actions weigh too heavily?
That?
no.
Okay, and he's living with you during this time?
He do some runaways. So, I mean, I would have to do those things too
Okay.
on that end to put reports.
And so I guess my question to you is, what's going to be different now than before when he was involved in the juvenile system and under your supervision, still committing crimes? But if I'm understanding you correctly, if you're saying that you're more mature now.
I'm a lot more mature. I have God on my side. That's one.
Okay.
I know I'll succeed with my son. That'll be number one. And then, two, I have matured. I have a husband that's he stands strong, and I stand right.
And here's the kicker: the court points out that Adrien ignored his prior probation. This isn't just a slip-up, it's a serious escalation. Audience, this is the kind of moment that defines courtroom drama. Do you show mercy? Or does the law demand consequences? The tension here is palpable, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Every side and as a whole, we succeed with our children. And we have moved our environment from a quiet place, peace. It's a whole different ballpark from living in this city over here to over there.
Okay. And you're aware that your son was on probation for the offense of evading arrest and detention with a vehicle, which is a felony offense, and that occurred in 2024. Were you aware of that?
I don't remember the year.
But you know that he's on felony probation right now. Do you know that?
I'm not too great with the law too much, but I know he's been in trouble most of the time.
Okay. So he's on felony probation, which means that he's gone before this court and entered a plea, and this court put in place different programs for him to abide by.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And he has not done that. Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because he went out and committed an aggravated robbery ×2. You're aware, right?
Now I know that there's been 2 aggravated robberies. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. And so my question to you is, do you think that it's fair, or do you think that it's justice for somebody who's already on felony probation that has shown this court that they have no intention of complying with its rules? Do you think that it's fair for the court to give us probation for a second?
I mean, that's what the judge, I can't give that answer because, really, because I'm not the judge to say so, but I can say I'm there for my son.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you. We pass the witness.
No further questions, Judge.
Thank you so much
ma'am.
for giving me some insight into your son.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, call your next witness.
We would call Mr. McGaha.